Jon Malin just blew Ethan Van Sciver out of the water by showing that, of course, Ethan Van Sciver doesn't work on anything. All the guy does is spend time trashing Eric July over and over and over again. The saddest one this morning is a really nice thing that was in a new Common America comic, that he's everything's bad. If it's got item, if it's got Common America, it's just bad. It's bad. And that's what he does. And if you're not one of his sycophants, all of your work's bad. If you're one of his sycophants, all of your work's good. It's really sad at this juncture to watch what Comicsgate's become, as it's gone more insular. And, we saw there's failure to launch for Dale Keown's Pit, which used to be an omnibus, is not an omnibus. Failure to launch for Graham Nolan's most latest book. They've only got 1,500 backers left. It's really a disaster because nobody's reading comics over there. And that's why I work very, very hard to make sure that this is about reading comics over here, guys. So we're going to show you all of this today. This is my comic book Substack, my friends, and I'm posting free comics for you to read every single day because I want to build a cultivated readership group. And I know a lot of you are burnt out on what these guys promised and failed to deliver, but we are delivering the real stuff right here. Check it out. It's in the description below. There's free comics for you. And of course, this is based on the webcomic model. And in webcomics, these webcomics, they get thousands of people supporting their Patreons. Now, I'm banned from Patreon because I got reported by Comicsgate. They reported me for hate speech. Yes, this is what they do. They're evil people. All because I'm a conservative Christian. They don't like that. And of course, Patreon doesn't like that, and that's the way it goes on these companies. Now, this is a free speech platform, Substack. That's why I'm on here. So I'd love for you to get on here. Guys, get an unpaid subscription, start reading, get a paid subscription, support us as we can make our art and continue along. I give more comic book content than pretty much anybody else out there because I'm all in on this. You don't see me around online most of the day because I am writing, and that's what we do. That's what a professional does, is work on stuff. And so it's a different thing, and this is what Comicsgate should have and could have been. Join up today. It's in the description below. I also have a web store with all my physical books. If you like physical reading, there's a great spot to do so. I suggest starting with Overmind if you're new. Thanks for being here, guys, and let's get into the news. So, I didn't pull up Ethan Van Sciver's tweet first. Let me take a look at the one on Common America. Ethan Van Sciver. It's really cringy. Just everything's bad. Everything's bad. And so he got I don't know why he's buying all their books. Oh, I know why, so he can run a stream about them. He has Isom in here, and here's in the Common America manga book. It's but you're right, it's just best we take this elsewhere. I know, just the place, Bell County Comic Con, and it's an advertisement for Bell County Comic Con, and you've got this whole deal right here. Nice little cute edition for the two people here as they run this advertisement. Cute stuff. Nothing wrong with that. This is exactly what comics should be. Oh, Ethan Van Sciver's here to shit on it, right? And this is what he does. This is 100% of everything. He doesn't even work on his own comics at this point. It's very, very sad. The gayest version of Isom ever teams up with Common America. It's like a 5-year-old. This is not a professional, and this is the whole problem with what we've got in the industry. And so this is where all this is going on, and I'm blocked, so I can't even comment because the guy's a frickin' coward. Very, very scared. Pure SJW. This is exactly what the mainstream industry does. Jon Malin urged everybody in Comicsgate to block me because they are afraid because I'm doing the real deal, and they know it. They know I'm the real deal. They know they're fakes, and that's where it is. So they're going to keep faking it while we keep making it, and I appreciate you guys for reading. But Jon Malin also did give a scathing thing, which didn't mean to be a commentary on EVS, but it ends up being one. And this is hilarious right here. He says, 3 pages a week for comic book freelancers should not be difficult. Correct. Yeah, so that's about 150 pages a year if you take a couple weeks off, right? If you can't handle 3 pages, you should not pursue this as a profession, and certainly avoid working for me. Don't even get me started on inkers who should be doing 1.5 to 2 pages a day, yet can't handle 3 a week. Yeah, that's pretty standard and pretty normal, and there's a lot of problems. A lot of artists are flaky people, and I've had that problem across different books, which, that's why I've got 9 in development, because there's 3 or 4 of them that are lagging behind, and it's like I have to bug the artists periodically. If you watch this, you know who you are. But a lot of them are also going forward, and so I hedge my bets by making more and more and more. And that way, if a couple artists lag behind and have a problem, then I've got a buffer to where I could sell another book. And that's what's going on. So this is an excoriation, though, of Ethan Van Sciver, because Ethan Van Sciver, his Robo whatever book, Robo Frog thingy, is a 48-page book, which started funding like 3 years ago. And where is it? His Rainbow the Brute book, a 48-page book 5 years ago. Where is it? Now that's 48 pages. So if he's got 2 of those books, that's close to 100 pages, and it's been 3 to 5 years. He should have been under Jon Malin's sort of stewardship here, in the way that Jon Malin says that he'd hire a artist. He should have been doing around 750 pages, and this is, again, at a pretty leisurely pace, as Jon Malin says. Most actual freelancers can do around 5 to 6 pages per week, so this is just a pretty chill thing. You take a couple days off, you can do your Trashcast live streams all day long. He's just not working on it, and he's bilking his backers. This is somebody, obviously, who does not respect his backers, who does not respect comic readers, and that's what Comicsgate's become. I love that Jon Malin highlighted this super stuff, and we could keep pushing this over for years, because it is funny. Malin destroys EVS, and it is. This is a complete destruction. So Edwin talked about this. If Jon Malin has set Comicsgate standard at 3 pages a week, reasonable delivery time for a 48-page book is approximately half a year, which is, again, pretty leisurely. If Jon Malin wouldn't hire an artist who can't deliver 3 pages a week, why is Comicsgate hiring Ethan Van Sciver, who can't seem to deliver 3 pages a month? I've been curious for some time on how long Comicsgate audience would be willing to serve as human ATMs for YouTube grifters, and I think we are seeing the limits in 2025 as Comicsgate crowdfunding has displayed a sharp decline from 2024 and previous years. Yeah, really disaster. As I said at the beginning of this video, Dale Keown's Pit not doing well. They're not gaining backers past the first day very much. Not going out there. Graham Nolan's book was dead in the water, and they tried to sell old stuff because he doesn't want to draw new stuff. That's a problem on that level as well. But that's what these guys are doing over and over again. And I made a joke post yesterday about a cover being so detailed. Must have taken 3 to 6 months to draw. A longtime diehard CG supporter thanked me for pointing out an obvious truth to quote anti-CG. Having a business plan that relies on your backers believing lies is kind of dumb. And yes, obviously a cover, especially line art, does not take 3 to 6 months to draw no matter what. So interesting stuff on this level. Pretty funny stuff. Friendly reminder that Jon Malin completely obliterated EVS, and this is something very, very funny on this level. Now, these guys will never admit it. They'll never go things. I was looking because Art T. Bear a few months ago actually seemed to notice that like the decline was really bad in Comicsgate, and he was looking like he was maybe going to jump off the ship. Unfortunately, he's now back on it, going, back Cyberfrog. It's like, why would anybody back a Cyberfrog comic at this point? They're never going to get it. Very sad on that level. You know what it is. But this is it. This is the absolute state, and this is exactly why we need a real alternative. And so I've been the real alternative here the entire time, and we've just been quietly making our books, been the best kept secret in comics. People are afraid of us because we're doing the real deal, and because truly we are fighting the culture war and doing the real thing for right-wing and Christian creators out there. And that's what a movement needs to be. If you don't have explicit values, you have none, and you become Comicsgate. If you don't have explicit values, everything falls back to the patterns of Marvel and DC Comics, and we don't want that to happen. That's why we're doing it different. That's why this is a different model. That's why Substack is so much better, and you can read and be a part of this community. So join here, guys. Join the Discord. Hang out with our crew who actually reads. Great people, and of course, I'm glad you're here. Get something in the store in the description below. Support Real Comics today. We'll be back soon.